and welcome to the stream. I'm LB Hackemup, and this is the LB Hackemup channel, where we hack recklessly, a lot. I just want to say today is 13th March, the 14th, and you are loved. We are so happy to have you here. Just want to tell you guys to smile, relax your shoulders, unclench your jaw, take some time to roll your shoulders out, roll your neck out, because we're gonna play some D&D.
I can't do that.
We are gonna play some D&D. We are on episode 2 of Playthings of the Gods, which is a 5th edition homebrew setting. It is my setting, my rules. So if you have a problem, then take it up with me. Thank you for that redemption of the hydrate. If you guys want to interact with the stream, you are welcome to do so in the channel points or in the bits. The rules are below. Just make sure that you tell me what you want, what you really, really want. As you can see tonight, Savannah is not with us. She is not feeling well, so it will just be the 5 of us. I'm LB Hackemup. You can find me here Tuesdays and Fridays and Sundays, and the channel is live on Thursdays as well with Lauren and the gang playing some themeless Thursdays. But we're gonna go around and introduce our lovely ladies who are playing with us tonight. I'll just give Savannah is on GGK, G Game Nights with a K, and she streams a lot. Check out her check out her Twitter for stuff. But then we'll go to Sarah. Sarah, where can we find you? What do you do?
Hey everybody, I am Sarah. I am at the Hype Goblin on all social media, including Twitch, Twitter, and now TikTok. I do all the stream things. I do the video games. I do the D&D. I do the TTRPGs that are not D&D. That's me. I do a lot of stuff. Hi.
Baller, Tanya, where can we find you? What do you do?
Hey everybody, my name's Tanya. You can find me at Tanya Rowland pretty much everywhere, but nothing that you actually want to look at. The thing that I do that I care about is other than this, obviously, my podcast. You can find anywhere, Spider Facts with Billy, where me and my beautiful friend Sarah, I pretend I'm an 8-year-old boy and she's my spider friend, and it's ridiculous. And that's me.
All right, perfect. Kelly, what's up?
Hello, I'm Kelly. You can find me on the TikTok if you're into pole dancing. That's all my shit is, just pole dancing. Or you can follow my professional page at Kel_behind the chair, just to follow me behind my cosmetology journey. I don't have a whole lot. This is my only place where I stream, so yeah, that's it.
All right, baller. Rachel, where can we find you? What do you do?
Sorry, I had to unmute. Hi, I'm Rachel Elizabeth, and I'll be playing Talon the Elven Ranger. You can find me on Twitch at Rachel Elizabeth here, where I can inconsistently stream things like Dead by Daylight and Skyrim, or you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Rachel Elizabeth with a Z in the middle instead of an S.
Very cool. I'm so happy to have you guys in today. I'm excited to get back into things, and I'm excited that all you guys are in chat hanging out. I probably won't be following along too much. I'll make sure to look at the redemptions, but y'all are amazing, and I love your banter. So last time on Playthings of the Gods, we had our first episode, and I was gonna have Rachel, aka Talon, do our little recap because she wrote a nice little thing for it. So why don't you take it away, my dear?
Previously on Playthings of the Gods, Alhina was enjoying Moxie's afternoon show at the Bloated Goat when Rory, the bar owner, invited Moxie back for an evening performance. She encouraged them to invite their friends, so they set off to round them up. Talon was leaving the library and ran into Nismat, Alhina, Moxie, and Nazira. Nazira was on an errand for Susan, the madam of the brothel, and Nismat, well, she had a dilemma. She couldn't ask the tulips if they liked where she planted them and didn't know how to make sure they were happy in their new home. Alhina said she could talk to an animal, and maybe they could talk to the tulips. Moxie invited everyone to her performance at the Bloated Goat later that evening, and they set off on separate errands. Nazira and Talon to drop off money at the bank, and the other three to find a squirrel. Luckily, Alhina, Nismet, and Moxie found a friendly squirrel named Dolly. Alhina explained the situation to Dolly, who said while she couldn't speak to the tulips, she could probably taste the tulip bulbs to see if they were happy. And since we know everyone is invested at this point, you'll be happy to know that indeed they were. Everyone gathered for Moxie's performance at the Bloated Goat, and an evening of entertainment was underway. Talon was even a little bit drunk, thanks to whatever the hell Nazira gave her. And when we last left our adventurers, they had just taught some much-needed manners to a group of disruptive drunk chads in a bar brawl. Nazira hung onto the back of one chad and slashed him with her dagger like a rabid spider monkey. Nismat picked one up by his throat like a rag doll and dealt a couple of punches to the face so hard it made the chads on the receiving end question their life choices. Talon needed one off a table with a well-placed kick, and Moxie made all the chads need a change of underwear with a minor earthquake and her demon impersonation. Alhina was dishing out concussions left and right as she slammed a chad's head into the stage and told them to apologize to Rory, as well as smashing one on the head with her staff as they tried to flee. Ready to settle in and celebrate a victory for basic human decency, Aline came bursting in the door, saying that Guir was inexplicably catatonic at the brothel where Nazira works. Our adventurers once again rushed off towards trouble.
That was beautiful. Thank you so much. And the fact that I don't have to do it is amazing. Thank you, thank you. Perfect. So we are going to pick up. Oh, I put your cameras behind the. All right, things are gonna get messed up for a second. I apologize. I have to move the cameras, otherwise you guys are gonna see the mouse. Here we go. Boom. Okay, see, everything's fine. Professional. All right. But you guys are rushing over to the brothel, where you have been told that one of your friends and one of the workers is catatonic. So we will pick up there. Leanne, let me pull up my notes real quick so I don't get anyone's name wrong, because I do that. She is going to, Aline is pulling you down the street. She is a dragonborn, as I said before, who doesn't have a great grasp on common. She's dragging you through the town and back to the brothel, where things seem to be in a bit of a rush, a bit of a huff. No one's at the front desk. Some of the girls are gathered around trying to figure out what's going on, trying to see, and she takes you upstairs, and you know where Guer's room is. They keep the door open normally, and it is open now. There's a large bed in there, as well as some chairs and a very nice rug, some beautiful curtains hanging around to set the mood for whatever happens in those rooms. And you see Susan, you can see her back as you walk in, and she's kind of leaning over something next to one of the windows. And as you make your way in, you see Guer sitting on the floor, staring with her mouth slightly agape. She's fully clothed, and her hair seems to be done up normally. She doesn't seem to have any bruising on her or any scars, but she is staring off as if she is not aware of her surroundings. Susan kind of takes her face to look at her, and the eyes track to Susan, and she kind of looks a little confused, but isn't really gathering any information that's coming in as she looks out. Then you guys walk into this scene.
So she's not just sleeping, right?
No, definitely not.
Maybe she sleeps weird. So when did this start?
You ask the question, and Susan is going to turn around, seeing you guys walk in, and she's, "Oh, I'm so glad that y'all are here. Nazira, I don't know what to do. We walked in here, and she was she looking like this, and I've never seen anything like this before. Do we get a priest? Do we get the guards?
Well, have you done anything for her? Like water to the face?
Yeah, we've tried to snap her out of it, and calling her and yelling at her and slapping at her and all that, and she's just it's not working.
Did anybody try to cure wounds or
When did it
anything?
start?
We don't have that sort of ability.
I can try
Has she
cure
eaten
wounds.
anything weird?
That Moxie, that'd be great if you can do that. What was that, Nismat?
Has she eaten anything weird? One time I ate a mushroom and I saw purple fairies for a very long time that weren't actually there.
And I think
Honey,
Alina kind of like leans in and says, sorry, I have to do Rin. Hello, my name is Rin. No, that's not even Alina. That is Weir. I don't know. I think I gave her. Okay. This is the part that I'm bad at, internet, is remembering which voice I gave to which character. But she's going to kind of come over and say, I tried to give her I was coming in here to do a painting, and I don't know what she had been with a client earlier, and now she's I don't think she ate any. I don't remember seeing her after the clients, but I don't know. That was a while ago.
Who was this client? Do you know?
Yes. The Susan will tell you that it is the gentleman that you saw, and Nazira, you would know that Greer saw the client
he's a regular.
with the hat. What did you say? Oh shit.
Yes. He's a regular.
Yes, he is.
Has anyone seen her since her last client?
No.
So she hasn't left her room
What did she do?
since he was here.
As far as anyone knows, yeah.
I'll cast Cure Wounds.
Okay.
And it's 1d8 plus 5, so 13 if we do the full. See if that does anything.
Okay. And what does it look like when you cast spells?
Since I'm a bard, I have my pan flute, which I need to grab, so I'm like doodly doo doo doo. And I'll cast Cure Wounds.
Solid. You do that. You see the magic move over her, and it seeps into her body, and nothing seems to happen.
Well, that's a bummer.
Would anyone like?
What was it supposed to do?
I'd like to use Nizmat's magical awareness.
Sure.
As an action, you can open your awareness to the presence of concentrated magic until the end of your next turn. You know the location of any spell or magic item within 60 feet of you that isn't behind total cover. When you sense a spell, you learn which school of magic it belongs to. Is there anything weirdly magical around her?
She does not have an aura as if she is under a spell, but you can tell that there was a spell that was used on her recently. And it lingers slightly, but more of in a thematical sense than like you can tell what it is.
Okay, so I can't tell the school of magic that it's associated with?
No. It's more of a hint.
Mm-hmm. Someone used a spell on her recently. I can
bet it
see
was that dude.
right there. She points at like a freckle.
We don't.
Does anyone know where this guy lives? We can just go ask him.
Yeah.
Sure. I think that Susan can definitely get you that information.
I mean, it seems like the logical. I mean, if we can't get her to wake up with anything that we know, and we know that there was a spell cast. I mean, that seems like the next step. Hey, did you give her anything weird?
Right. Well, do you think we should take her to to someone in town who knows about magic?
Yeah, maybe a healer or
There's a couple of priests and there's there's Priya.
I think maybe stop by
What's the difference?
Priya. She's pretty knowledgeable. She might know something on our way to a healer.
Priya is a magic user, but she is not a divine caster. There are a few priests in town that have divine magic.
Okay, priest first then.
Okay. Talon, can you do me a favor and make a history check at advantage?
Yes, I can. $18.
Okay, so earlier today you were in the library and you were reading a plethora of different books, but you did catch a couple on demons and devils, and what you're remembering and what you're seeing in front of you has to do with a fiend. This sort of there are tales of people having their souls taken or being fed off of, but not, it's their essence and not like their blood or their flesh. This seems to be something like that, or at least from what you can tell.
Okay. Interesting. Oh, that's not what I'm trying to do.
So you guys are going to pick up the body. She's not dead, but you pick up the body and are gonna take her to.
I can carry her.
Okay.
Thank you, Nismat.
Like.
So you guys can go to the priest of Lythander or the priest of Ilmater. Lythander is the morning lord. He's the god of the sun and beginnings and that sort of thing. That's a more typical place of healing. The Church of Ilmater is they're all about suffering is power sort of thing.
Probably Ilmater then. Church of Ilmater.
Sure.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
So you guys are going to take her through town. You see people on the street are watching as you're walking by and like whispering to each other, trying to understand what's going on. You come up to a very, I would call it subtle building, with dark wood on the outside. The door is very plain. There is the symbol of Ilmater carved into it. And as you walk in, there are very few people in here. I would say there's one sort of person sitting at the front, Shekva, who, if you guys have been here before, you would know. They're a human with black hair that's kind of like cut off at the shoulders. He has red cords wrapped around his arms going all the way up, and you can see that he's kind of tightening them as you walk in.
Are you a priest?
Yes, I
As
am.
Nismat walks up to his face. Or Nazira.
Yes, how can I be of assistance?
I think you can see we have
I
a
need
problem.
you to look at my friend.
Is she drunk?
Yes.
No.
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 What has happened?
Someone might have used some magic on her.
I don't know.
You want me to find out what has happened to her?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, bring her in here, and he will lead you into a side room that has sort of a stone table that they're asking you to set her on.
Okay.
Talon's
gonna say something like, I think, I haven't done too much research on it, but I might be something to do with a fiend.
A fiend?
I was reading in the library today, and it just seems reminiscent of, some things I was reading about.
Well, what exactly were you reading? What about this makes you think that it is a theme, a fiend?
Just the magic and the way that she's behaving catatonically. I don't know. I'm just a hunch, I guess.
Right. He's gonna walk over to her and start casting some sort of magic in his hand. And as he looks over the body, kind of takes a step back, and her soul is missing. She's still alive, but she is an empty vessel.
You said her soul is missing?
That was what it looks like to me. Something has.
Is there something in its place?
No, there's nothing.
Do you know who could do that? Or what type of creature?
Well, there are many things that can do that. The soul is something that lives within the human. Many different creatures can remove the cork and take it out.
Is there anything we can do for her right now? Like, is it in a bottle somewhere? Or what's the next step?
If you can get it back, I can probably put it in her body again, but you'd have to find it.
So this might
How
be
do
a
you
dumb
find it?
question, but what form does someone's soul take when it's out of their body?
I do not know. I have never seen someone's soul outside of their body. Some say it is like a will-o-wisp, a little glowing thing. Some say that it's a full specter, like a ghost. But I've never seen one, and I don't know.
Can you tell how long ago this was done?
How long has she been like this?
Few
I
hours.
guess a couple hours, yeah.
Then that is probably how long it has been gone.
Well, what's the best way to take care of her? I mean,
Is there
if we leave her
something we can
here,
do
will
to-
you be able to care for her
Yeah.
until we can solve this mystery?
Yes, we can take care of her, keep her comfortable. She will take water, and if she will take food, then. But it should be something that we deal with quickly. Sorry, Kelly, you were saying something?
Oh, I was about to ask, is there a way that we can track it? Like, is there a certain type of spell we can use to track it? Or how do we go about retrieving this thing?
That is a good question. You have never seen the. Well, I mean, like, you could. There are a bunch of spells to track things, but I think if most of them are focused on tracking a specific object that you have seen or are familiar with, and you don't really know what this looks like. Like, you're tracking. If you track her body, it's here. You don't know what her soul looks like, so I think that'd be a little bit more difficult, unless there's something you can think of that I haven't thought of.
I think we need to find dude in the hat.
I agree.
I'd say that's
Go
probably
get
the
him.
next step.
Did anyone think to grab the address from Susan?
Yeah, you guys
'Cause I
could have
didn't.
grabbed it.
Yeah, we asked.
Do we
So-
know what kind of hat
Let's
he
go.
wears, or are we just looking for anyone in a hat?
I think it was a white hat.
Yes?
Yes.
Nismat just
Yes,
nods.
It was a white.
He is looking for everyone in white hats now.
Yeah. Stop everyone in a white hat
Mm-hmm,
I mean, that's a good place to start.
Yeah.
How many white hats are there?
until we find him specifically.
you guys have his
Mhm.
address.
Yeah. But he might not be at home. We
Fair.
gotta keep
Yeah, we
an
might
eye
see
out
him
for
on the
somebody.
way.
Yeah, we could see him on the way. He might be, stealing somebody else's
Yeah.
soul at the street corner. I don't know.
Did we get a name from Susan, or is it just the address?
Yes, you got the name. The name of the person is Richmond Taylor.
Let's go fuck up Richmond Taylor, guys.
All
I
right.
agree. Come here, Dick.
All right. Well, we have to go into this, not throwing punches immediately. Because
Well,
if he's
no.
somebody who's sucking out souls, we don't know how. So, like, I mean, I hate to be the voice of reason here, but like, let's be like, hey, what happened?
We will, but
She's sick, and we want to make sure that you aren't as well, being a well respected customer of the brothel.
I'll keep my cool
Okay,
for a minute.
we're going to play it like that.
You keep your cool. What about
Go-
me?
Maybe we should take a cake with us.
Nizmat, if you see Nazira
Why?
pull out a dagger and none of the rest of us are pulling out weapons, grab her.
Okay.
And maybe
Thank
we'll
you.
get a cake on the way. Because that's just
Wonder
always
what
a good
kind of
idea.
cake he likes.
We're on the way back.
Probably white cake to match his hat.
Ooh, maybe a nice birthday cake with extra sprinkles.
Okay. Well, let's find him first, and then we can ask him.
Okay.
Yeah, it might not be his birthday.
Yeah.
All right.
And
you
we're
guys-
off.
Would you guys like to stop for a cake? Is a question I didn't think I was going to have to ask tonight.
Yes. Maybe
On the
towards
way
the-
yeah.
back.
Yeah, we're
afterwards.
gonna stop for a cake.
Okay.
No
You know
one says
what?
no to says no to interrogation if they have cake.
I
No,
No,
guess
it's
and
not an
that's-
interrogation. It's just a house calling.
Yeah, absolutely. We're just concerned for his health.
I'll be happier if I have cake. So, yeah, we're going to stop for a cake.
If all else fails, we eat the cake.
Mhm.
Okay. You guys can go to the local shop and pick up they're sort of like bunt cakes, the little like rectangular, like you'd make bread in. They're not like exorbitant or, like very grandly decorated. It's more like a drip thing, because this is the back in times. So you can get a vanilla cake or a chocolate cake or a strawberry cake.
Let's do vanilla to match his white hat.
Okay. That
That
seems
cool?
like it would be a very nice thing to do.
Stupid. He doesn't
Yeah.
deserve a cake.
Okay, we buy cake.
Okay,
He doesn't
somebody
deserve cake.
subtract 1 silver.
Got it.
Nazira is very upset.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
And you guys make your way further into the town. There is a set of buildings that are all connected, like townhouses, and he has one of the houses in the middle. And you guys are gonna go up to the front door?
Yeah, I don't mind being first since I'm the showboat, so I'll go up and knock on his door.
You knock on the door, there is quiet for a little bit, and then the door opens and you see a woman answer. She looks to be human with very light, if not white hair, stylized not from old age, and it's kind of slicked back. She like peeks out the door at you guys and she says, can I help you?
Hey, is Richmond here?
No, he's out right now. May I ask who's calling on him?
We're just friends of his from work. Do you know where he is right now?
From work.
We brought him a cake.
Yep, and we brought him a cake.
I don't think you guys work with him, because he doesn't work.
Talon is dying inside.
He doesn't
So,
work?
No.
What does he
We-
do then?
I mean, we have an inheritance, so not much. Reads, mostly.
I misspoke. By work, I meant the library. We're his friends
Yeah,
from the
I
library.
spent a lot of time at the library, and I've met him there.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't believe you.
Are you his wife?
So Nazira just like busts through everybody. She's just like, we're from the open purse. Where is he?
The brothel?
Yeah.
Yes.
He is out at the moment. Is everything all right? I mean, he paid, right?
He did, but the person that he paid is very
No, he
sick now, and we're
did.
concerned that he may be sick as well.
Sick.
Yes, this is
Mhm.
just a house call.
Yep, we're concerned about his safety and health and public health as well. It could be contagious.
Could someone make me a deception roll, please? At advantage because of all of the help that's going on.
Did you do it, Cal?
Yeah, I got an 8.
Yeah, mine was a 9.
Fair. She is gonna like look at you guys. Okay, why don't you come inside? And then we can discuss this. And she'll like open the door for you.
Thank
Awesome.
you.
Do you have any plates?
Yes, of course. She's going to go into the kitchen and probably put a pot of tea on, offer a spot at the table for you, close the door behind, and so you walk in. There is a long hallway with stairs. There's a room off of the entryway that is sort of like a sitting room. If you go straight back, there's a kitchen with a table area for you guys to sit. And as she's putting the tea on and put the water on, I was gonna say stove, but there was probably not a stove because this is not that time period on the fire, because that's how we do it. She kind of turns back and so what exactly happened? What is wrong with the person? It was Gweer, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you know Gweer?
Not personally, no.
You've heard about her though? Does Richmond
how do
talk
you
about
know?
the brothel a lot?
We're very close.
Huh.
How close?
Some may say like the same person. We're twins.
Okay.
Oh,
So she's catatonic because she had her soul stolen.
You said she had her soul stolen?
That is what the priest said.
That is impossible. I mean,
Obviously not.
wow. It happened.
well, definitely when Richmond left, she was fine. She was talking about getting her portrait done.
Did you go with him?
No.
He told you all this?
Yep.
So he's been home
To
since then?
insight check her.
Yep.
Yes, please.
Go ahead.
I want to do it.
You doing it?
That's a 9.
I got a 15.
Okay. Nismat, she seems like she's like a little confused, but you get confused a lot. It's not a big deal. But Moxie, she seems to be thinking a lot, but not about what she's saying. So she's kind of just saying things, and then oh shit, no, I have to make sure that I'm like she seems to be hiding something.
I want to cast suggestion on her.
Okie dokie.
And so I cast suggestion and that's how I do it.
Okie dokie. Let me just see if this'll work. What did they have to roll?
They have to do a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, wisdom.
If they're unwilling.
Wisdom. Huh, that's ironic. Okay. Oh boy, they rolled a 2. So a 3.
So for suggestion, I'm going to ask them to be truthful and say everything that's happened from this morning on that might be relevant to our issue.
Okay. Hold on. Let me pull up suggestion real quick. See how it
And
works.
specifically relevant to our I don't even know if they went to bed.
Specifically.
Want to check the wording here real quick. To a sentence or two, and magically influence a creature you can see within range. You can hear or understand the creature can't be charmed to or immune to effect. The suggested must be worded in a manner, of course, of action sound. And it lasts up to 8 hours. The target must make a wisdom saving throw on a failed save the issue. You do the action. You complete it in a shorter time. The spell ends if you also specify. All right, cool. Dang. Okay. So, you sort of say your spell and say the suggestion. She kind of like blinks and looks at you a little confused and then says, well, I started my day as I always do with a cup of coffee, and then I went to the store because I was in need of some rice, and then I had the morning to myself, so I spent it reading. I read a book that is a passionate romance novel. It is very good. It is called, I don't know why I like, there was no name in my head, but I was like, you should name it, and then I didn't have anything. It's called
The Lusty Minotaur.
The Lusty Minotaur. Sometimes not normally my thing, but I was very interested once I had gotten involved in the plot. Then I had lunch, and in the afternoon I went to the brothel and I saw the lady there, and she was very nice at the reception desk. And then I went up to Gwyr's room, and and she starts to go into detail about what's going on, what was going on, very tastefully, but still not what I'm gonna do on stream. And then she's gonna say, and
Good
then
weird.
right, and she's like, and then when I left, she was telling me that she was going to get painted by the dragonborn lady who was there. And then I went down the stairs and I went out the front door and walked back to my home, and then I became me again, or I became this part of me again. And then I decided that I was going to make some dinner, so I made dinner, and then I got a knock at the door, and I answered the door, and there were you four there, and I asked you if I could help you, and you said that you had some things, and then you lied to me, and I was concerned, but then you said something about her soul being missing, which concerned me even more. And now we're having tea.
So I guess
Change
Can we
more?
back up to the part about
it became me again.
yeah,
So this part-
became me
Are we
again.
stuck on the same thing?
Yeah, I think we all are. So Talon's gonna look around really like just, like looking at her friends, like everybody's thinking the same thing, right? Like there was something weird about that
You heard that, right?
sentence. Yeah, everybody caught that.
Nismet is like mid-cut into the cake as she's like cutting it and passing it out. What?
So when you say I became this part of me again, do you mean that before you were someone else?
I'm always myself.
A different part of you then was
Yes,
on the
form.
exterior.
Yes.
Are you a changeling?
No.
Okay, well, I have a question because I work at the brothel, and
I've seen you there before.
it was the dude that came in earlier,
Yes,
and you're not a dude.
that is correct.
I'm just, yes. How? I just have questions. I have more question. I have more questions as to how you can change like that.
She kind of relaxes back. Her face seems to move back to the form, or that not the form, the relaxation that she had before the spell took over her. And Moxie, you can feel the chords of the spell kind of, the suggestion of it is gone. And she kind of like, that was very rude. I don't appreciate that.
Sorry. We're just trying to figure out how to help our friend.
You said her soul was missing. You have to find her soul and bring it back. I don't do that. I am very good. I want to stay here and I want to be good. I don't do anything. I don't hurt people. I want to get out of my father's eye, and that is why I'm here. So
First
please
of
just leave
all,
me alone.
You say you want to stay here. Where are you from?
Not here.
Are you from a different
Who's your dad?
area? And yeah, who's your dad?
My father is Asmodeus. Not literally, figuratively, just as you're a daughter of Asmodeus, Moxie.
Are you two related?
No,
Oh,
I'm not from this plane. I am not evil. I'm not bad. I'm not hurting people. I'm just taking a bit off the top, and I just want to be left alone.
What is this other part of you? Like, how does that work?
It's a different form that I take is all.
So when you left,
Is that to
she was fine.
Yes.
Did you see anything unusual as you left?
No, I mean, I think I saw you guys somebody was under the building and you were standing outside.
I want to see if
That
if this person is lying to us.
Okay.
Like, can I do a check for that? A
You
deception
can do
check?
an insight check. Guys, I can hear like a TV in the background somewhere. What was that? Did anyone hear
I don't
that?
know. I did hear that, but I don't know what that was.
I have a cat going nuts, so I muted myself. But
No, it sounded like a TV or something like that.
Yeah, that's really weird.
is it going on the back of my audio? Do you hear
I don't
that?
know.
I'm gonna go close my door just in case.
Okay.
well, I rolled a 5
Well, wait.
for an insight check.
Hold on.
Wait,
wait.
there it is again.
again?
It's like a video.
Oh, then it's not. Do you have one of your tabs unmuted on your computer?
Mm-mm. But
I
you
don't
guys
hear it
wouldn't
in
be able to
anyone
hear
else.
that.
Yeah. I don't hear it in anyone else's audio.
Maybe it's
That's
you.
really weird.
Um.
Well, anyway,
Sorry. Sorry. What were you doing?
I did an insight check to see if she's telling the truth or not, and I only rolled a 5.
Okay. You're not sure. You know that when she was under your spell, she was telling the truth because you told her to.
I want to speak infernal to her to see if she knows it,
Sure.
and I just want to tell her I'm on your side. We're just trying to help our friend.
Tanya, it's coming through yours.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god.
It's an English person. Can you hear? Is anybody?
I can't even hear anything
heard
in
it.
here.
It might be coming through your microphone. Or do you have any tabs open that would have a video playing or something?
No, I have nothing open. This
Is your
really-
phone playing a video? What you guys
No,
are hearing this,
nothing.
right?
Nothing.
I heard
here.
it that time.
yeah, I'm hearing it. I just don't know what it is.
I don't hear it from. I don't hear anything in my room. They're hearing like a video of like an English person talking, and they think it's me.
What is going on? Do you guys hear that, right? I'm not crazy.
I don't- I don't even hear it in my room.
I heard it that time. I didn't hear it before, but I heard that. Is your OBS haunted by all of the ghosts of
Is
everyone
my
you've killed in Dead by Daylight?
Oh,
God,
then
I
my whole
hope not.
house is haunted. I've killed a lot of people in the game.
Weird. Okay.
Anyway,
Yeah. So you are. You ask her. What do you say to her in Infernal?
I said
I'm on your side.
I forget. Yeah, I'm on your side. We're just trying to help our friend.
And she's going to respond in Infernal. I don't know. I didn't do it. I know I didn't do it. I might have that ability, but it's not me.
And I ask her again, Infernal, what other kind of, how do you take someone's soul, even?
I'm a succubus. I can just do it. I don't know how someone else would do it.
Okay, well,
And
thank
Infernal is going to say, that's interesting. Do you know if there are any others around here, or are you the only one that lives here?
You kind of see her like perk up, like, oh shit. This other person can speak our language. She's gonna say, there are no other succubus that I know of, no other devils or demons, but I don't know everyone in the town. I try to keep to myself.
Town says, okay, in Infernal.
Nazira is just lost.
She says in common, are we done then?
For now. I'm just kidding.
For now.
I mean, we may have more questions, but like, yeah, kind of for now.
She says back in Infernal, you guys can't tell anybody.
No, we won't. Your secret's safe with us.
Yeah, don't worry.
Yeah, we won't tell anybody.
Okay.
Everyone has secrets.
Because I like this town and I want to stay here. I've had to move
As long as you're
a lot.
not hurting anybody and we don't find out that you're hurting anybody.
No, I'm just taking a little off the top.
What does that mean?
Well, I have to feed.
Right. So that's what you use the brothel for?
Yeah, that's why I go to a different person every time.
And that doesn't hurt them.
Not for, I mean, it's like just taking like a couple hours.
Do you have any ideas? I mean, like, let's be honest here. Do you have any ideas what else, like what could cause, you know, someone's soul to be sucked? I mean, they came right after you. It seems like they're trying to frame you. Is there somebody who would want to frame you? Somebody else who knows your secret in town?
Not that I know of, but I mean, there's plenty of like, you know, like witches or people. It's like souls are a big deal. I mean, I know because that's what gives me life, but like they can be very powerful if you know, some sort of large being gets it, you know, they can use it, I mean, as a power source for a long time or something like that. I mean, or it could be just be eaten.
One more quick question. When you feed, you said you're only taking a couple hours. Is that like an hour or two off their life, or?
Yeah, I mean, it's like, it's kind of hard to explain, but I don't take like, if you look at it like a cake, and she points to the cake, you guys are, the Nizmat and Nazira, you guys are like just watching this conversation in this like guttural, very like very German. Yeah.
Nizmat has looked very sad that she's getting left out throughout this whole thing, but as soon as she gestures to the cake, she tries to hand her with a smile on her face.
She smiles and says, "Thank you." So back in Infernal. So there's a full cake, and that's their soul, and I'm just taking like a corner piece, and she like takes a bite of the cake.
Fair enough. I guess this piece of cake's taking a couple hours off my life anyway, so what's the difference, cake or you?
And then she spits out the cake. And then turns to Nizmat and comment, "I'm sorry, it's very good, I'm sure, but whenever I eat food, it tastes like ash. So that's, yeah. It looks great though."
Should we bring you wine next time?
Yeah. I mean,
okay.
Are we gonna make this a thing, or can I?
I mean,
I don't know. I don't know what's going on right now.
Good.
I mean, I don't think it's going to need to become a thing, but you know, if we have any more questions or you think of anything, you know, you can let us know. I mean, there's nobody who would I mean, if I'm thinking about this in like purely logical sense, you were the last person to go and see Greer. It's obvious that we would end up trying to come to find you. Right? So
Yeah.
like there's nobody that you can think of that would want to point us in the direction of you. Nobody that has a deep-seated hatred for you and that would want a group of people who aren't exactly known for being calm to come talk to you and accuse you of stealing someone's soul. No rivalries. No long lost relative that hates you.
Well, I guess that's part of being a shapeshifter, is that it could be someone that I don't know. I mean, it's obviously someone who knows my secret, because it makes the most sense. But I don't know, unless there's someone more powerful than me in town, which is definitely a possibility. I don't know.
How would we seek that person out?
Just talk to someone who knows about magic.
Guess we're off on another adventure.
Well, thank you for your time.
Yeah.
Sorry,
thanks.
And your secret is safe with us.
Yeah, sorry we brought you cake. You can't eat it.
That's okay.
We'll bring wine next time.
You can take it with you.
Yeah.
So what was their secret, says Nazira.
We'll explain. We'll explain later. We'll
And I
taken up
appreciate
enough of her time.
If there's anything you guys need, let me know. No, I'm not going about doing bad stuff, so I'm not going to kill anybody or anything for you. But you know, if you have questions.
What's our succubus's name again?
Well, she will say that I go by Richmond or Regina. I've been Clyde before. It just kind of depends on the day. But usually when I go through the brothel, I'm Richmond. This is Regina.
Cool. Thank you. All right, guys.
Yeah, let's go. We've got more mystery to solve.
It is now about I would say about midnight or 1 o'clock in the evening. What would you guys like to do?
Should probably go rest.
Well, we should probably catch up Nazira and Nizmat first on the conversation we just had in Infernal.
Yep. Where would you like to do that?
Where would we
Do the
feel
bar.
like has the no? Where would be the best place that what would be the best place that we would think like you wouldn't be overheard by, like, you know? Because like Talon definitely doesn't want to expose someone's secret.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, that's not her
Probably
place.
the brothel.
So should we go back to the brothel and
Where do
say
we
that
all live?
That was my question. Where do you guys live?
I mean, we're probably just staying at rooms at like an inn.
Yeah, I definitely am because
Yeah.
I live nowhere basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same.
Okay. So you want to go to
Nazira, you have a room at the inn, right? Or at the brothel, right? You like live there?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I live there.
probably go to, I mean, that's probably at this point probably the best place for us to go to like have a conversation.
Can we be roomies?
Yeah, it's the #1 place for secret. Yeah, we already are.
I didn't know if we decided that or not. Okay, we're roomies. You can come to our place.
Okay.
We can
So
eat
we'll
the
go to
cake.
their place and we'll catch you guys up on the conversation we just had.
Does somebody want to give a small recap, or do you want to?
Well, do we? I talk in Infernal to Talon, and are we gonna tell them about the whole succubus thing, or how are we gonna handle that?
I don't know. I feel like the less people that know, the better. I don't know how we should tell them though, like what we learned. Maybe it's just a dead end, or
Yeah,
don't
and
know.
so I go back to Common, and I'm like, so basically, this person can shapeshift and enjoys the company of women sometimes. So that's all that was, and we're pretty sure that she didn't have anything to do with any of this.
Well, that's good. Does she have a different name for each of her forms?
Yes, that dude was Richmond, and that
Okay.
was Regina just now.
Huh.
I will do my best to remember that.
It's okay if you don't.
Oh no, I'll try very hard. There was a changeling back home who lived near my mother's house, and he had like 16 different forms, and you needed to remember the name of each of them. And it was a little bit difficult sometimes because some of the times they weren't very different from one another, but other times they were. And I never wanted to offend him because he was very sneaky and he liked to steal things.
Oh,
One time he stole my bunny.
that's not very nice.
No,
It
it was
sounds
only
exhausting
part.
to remember all those names.
What was that?
Oh, it sounds exhausting to have to remember all those names.
It is, but it's who they are, so it's fine.
So I have a question. How do things change planes? Do they just blink in and out, or is it like a portal situation? How's that all work?
Oh, well, I had to find someone to bring me here. Some people can plane shift if they're powerful enough, but most can't.
Okay.
What does plane shifting have to do with anything?
Were they from the Feywild?
No. I mean, I think we're not totally diming out our friend saying that maybe they are a plane shifter, but they don't want to be anymore. So they're just hanging out here.
Yeah, they're from somewhere else and now they're here and they live here.
That's
Okay.
beside the point. What could have done
Cool.
this to Gweer? I don't understand.
I mean, so from my like extensive research into like random things like this, like I would probably know that it, like something, a few different things that it could be, right? Like, something
Yeah.
demonic, obviously succubus, like,
Mm.
should I just
Yeah.
start listing the things that,
Sure.
I guess it could be. So yeah, I just start listing off like several things that it could be. And, I mean, those are all possibilities and it's just theories, but it's just too hard to tell based on what little knowledge we have. I mean, maybe we should find somebody who's more well versed in, I guess, like magic. Maybe they can find a way to track it. I don't know, can you
Yeah.
scribe for a soul?
Wait, what about that one lady who like knows a bunch about magic?
Let's
Why can't we just talk to her about stuff like this?
Priya.
we should start there tomorrow.
Yes, Pride.
Yeah. We should probably
Are
get
we
some
gonna have a
rest. Yeah.
sleepover?
So
Yeah.
you guys are in Nazira and Nizmat's room in the brothel, and you see a head poke in, and it's one of the male workers, and he's kind of like, "Hey, girls, you spending the night here, or because we're kind of having a slumber party in the main room, just so everyone feels safe."
Is there a cuddle pile?
Well, yeah.
We should go to the main room. The cuddle piles are the best.
Obviously. They are.
We have cake.
Let's go, Nizmat.
You do
Come
have
on.
cake.
Nizmat once again picks up the
Let's go.
cake.
Zero and Nizmat hold hands as they walk out.
I am once again here to offer you my cake.
Cake
You
for all.
We have wine.
You guys walk downstairs and you see there's a bunch of
You guys coming or what?
there's a bunch of pillows and blankets in the main area of the brothel by the reception desk. There's all of the workers who live and work in this building. Susan's there, sort of like den momming it, like making sure everyone has a blanket and has some snacks. And then you kind of look over and see Alina. She's kind of talking to one of the other girls, and she's normally a very peppy and excited person. She's always tries to see the good in things, so she's trying to cheer everyone up, and she's talking about Lyra, who is the goddess that she follows, the goddess of joy, and she starts saying that, like, if anybody wants, I will I will paint you, and you can. Maybe I can put you in a funny outfit, or I can make caricatures. If anybody would like to do something like that. Nazira, you know that she is a very talented painter, and she has a lot of different paintings that she's done of the girls in the brothel. Lots of tasteful nudes, for the most part, but her painting skills are pretty good.
You guys should totally get it done. She's really good.
Sure, I'm down.
How could you say no to that thing?
And maybe some other time.
Moxie, she has you sit down in front of the easel, and she starts with her very long dragonborn nails. She starts to use a very thin brush to kind of paint shapes and lines on this canvas. And after a few minutes, she kind of like looks at it and gives it a smile, and the people behind her are like nodding in approval, and they all seem like their spirits are being lifted by this. And she like turns it around, and you see it's you have like big, this very caricature, you have big poofy hair, your horns kind of go around a couple extra times, and there's like chains and like gold hanging off of them. She gave you like a belly dancer's mask, and you have a cane in your hand, a top hat on your head. She's made you sort of an amalgamation between a belly dancer and a ringmaster. And then it just says on the side, there's a speech bubble that says, what is that famous thing? What's the deal with bathrooms? Is what it says.
I'm like, this is awesome. Thank
Where's
you
the
so
beef?
much.
She'll cut it off the board, or she'll probably just hand you the whole thing. But it does seem to be lifting the girls' spirits a little bit. They're enjoying themselves. You guys, I think after that, Susan, unless somebody else wants a caricature done.
I already have like 5.
I feel like Nismet has a stack.
Oh yeah, did
She
you
just
let
says
her?
yes every time she's asked.
I feel like she does too.
Has she
Sounds
done
good.
any tasteful pictures of you?
Of Nismet?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
She's from the
God, I hope
Feywild. She's
so.
very comfortable with her body.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Trees are walking around naked all the time there. It's fine.
The girls are the workers are all in kind of getting their spirits back up, and Susan's going to pull you guys aside, and just well, do you think there's anything that we could be doing tonight, or do you know what's going on?
It seems like there's nothing that can be done for her immediately. We followed a lead and it led us nowhere, so we're just gonna, get a good night's sleep and then try to find a solution or another lead tomorrow.
Okay. Well, I really appreciate it if you hang out tonight, and we can maybe I'll put some popcorn on and have a nice little slumber party and make sure everyone's feeling comfortable. Do you think
I
you
think
should?
that's an excellent idea, Susan.
I'll take like the first watch at like the front door, make sure everything's barricaded. I don't think anybody's going to try to come in, but if you're shutting down for the night, then I'll take a first watch just so maybe everybody feels safe. I only need 4 hours anyway, so.
Right. Well, I really appreciate you all coming out and making sure that everyone's safe here.
It's our pleasure.
She kind of gives you a smile and looks over to the group and says, "Who wants popcorn?" she's gonna run off and start making popcorn. And then, is there anything else you guys would like to do for the evening before you settle down for your watches?
Nope.
Talon, where is your baby? Where is your hawk?
Oh, he's off in the woods hunting.
Okay.
I sent him off, and
Is it
Usually
normal
just-
for him to stay away?
yeah, I can always like go whistle for him if I wanted him to. I said that's not a bad idea. I'm gonna step outside and like just hear me like do this high pitched like whistle that you can probably hear inside, which is why I walked like 10 feet from the door to do it, and just see this shadow go across the ground. It's like night out, and I can have like a mental kind of conversation with him, right? Like that's the way that works. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that I had that right. So I'm just gonna tell him to like be perched up top and keep an eye out for anything weird, and give me a screech if he sees anybody. And then I'm gonna.
What was his name?
Root.
Root.
ROOT, like root wine. He's here.
Perfect. That's his full name, right?
Yeah. No, I would just call him Root.
Okay. Perfect. Root is going to post up on top of the atop of the building to watch over the area. He'll probably do some roundabouts every once in a while to make sure that there isn't anyone snacking in. Sorry. Yeah. If that is all you guys would like to do for the night, I think that's a good place to take our break, and we can pick up in the morning where you can go speak with your friend and find out what's going on in this brothel.
Mystery.
This mystery. So, for everyone in chat, please hang out for the next 5 to 10 minutes. We are going to go grab a drink, grab a food, and if you'd like to grab a friend and stop by, give us a little comment. If you're watching this on YouTube, we'll be back in like 30 seconds, so don't go nowhere. But, yeah, I will see you guys in a minute. Bye! Hello, everybody, and welcome back from the break. I hope that you had fun. You just took a second to relax, take a deep breath, calm yourself, roll out your neck and your shoulders, and take a second for you. Because you know what? You need that, and you deserve that. Okay? We had a slumber party at the brothel. It was great. Everyone had fun. People got caricatures done, and all of the workers there felt so much more comfortable together, especially with these big, strong adventurers hanging out. Talon, you take the first watch. Could you do me a perception check, please? And you can do one for Root as well. Are you muted?
Yep.
Okay.
Mine was 10, which is real sad.
There she
Considering
is.
I've got +7 on my perception check.
Ooh.
And how do I do one for Root on D&D Beyond?
You could just roll a d20.
All right, I'll just roll a D.
I think you can
15.
go into... Oh, cool. I think you can go into, like, you have them as an extra on your page.
I do.
Okay. You might be able to do it through there. I don't know.
I'll play with that later.
Yeah. So, neither of you see anything in the night. Root probably spots a nice little fuzzy creature, but stays steadfast in their vigilance of watching out for the brothel and for you. You do need a trance for 4 hours. Are you waking anyone up for that?
I'm gonna go in and see.
You can take me, Nick.
It's been 4 hours, right? Probably. So I can
Sure.
go wake up Nazira and she's probably good to go. So
Yeah.
I'm
You
gonna
guys
go.
both only need 4 hours, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna kind of shake her awake a little bit and be like, hey, you take the next watch.
Yes.
Okay. I've got Root patrolling outside. He's gonna screech if he hears anything or sees anything. So he's up there. You can come wake me up if you hear him holler. Okay.
Okay. Sounds good.
I'm gonna go find like a little corner and just kind of not in the cuddle pile.
Fair.
Yeah. This is a
Oh, you
lot of
totally
people for
should.
Talon to be around. She is extra uncomfortable, but
Dominic is very he's wonderful to snuggle.
yeah. So I'm gonna go find a corner and do that.
Perfect. All right, Nazira,
Make sure you have a lot of pillows.
Now, there are plenty. This building has a lot of blankets and pillows.
There are plenty.
There is a plethora. All right,
So
so
many.
Nazira, where are you watching? Are you like in the main room? Are you going outside?
I'll go outside and walk and
Kind of walk
Scan.
around.
roll a perception check.
Please.
Okay. Where are they? There it is. Ooh, 20.
Perfect. Let me pull that up because I can actually see what you guys roll. I forgot that that's a thing that D&D Beyond has done. All right. So you take your watch. It's sort of like your watch is like the early morning. You can see like some animals moving in the trees, but for the most part, it's just people walking around. The town seems to be waking up, and right around near the end of your shift, you can see like some people in the town are really like starting to have discussions and like, what happened? Something happened last night, or what's going on? And everyone's trying to figure out what happened. Some people know that someone has gone to the Temple of Ilmater from the brothel, but there is very little information given out at this point. Cool. You all can take your long rest on D&D Beyond and in the game. And Nizmat and Moxie, you wake up. Talon, you come out of your trance. And everyone is kind of waking up slowly. A couple of the girls have gone in the kitchen and they're starting to make breakfast. It's going to be a pancake day.
Yes. I love cake. Pancakes or other cake.
I'd like to assist the girls in the kitchen making
like
pancakes.
Sure. You walk in and you see many of the girls that if you stay here, when you're here, you know most everyone. And the two girls that are cooking, one of them is a halfling. She's the one like manning the stove. She's flipping the jacks. You know her. Her name is Tyantha. And she's very much in control and in charge in here. The other worker is a shifter named Shemra. She is the large bull-like woman. And she is doing everything Tyantha is saying. Bring me the butter! I need more butter! The pan's gonna stick if we don't have butter! Tyantha and Shemra is just like, yes, of course. It's as much whatever you like. It's like very sheepishly like helping out.
Can I help?
Can you cook?
Yes. I want to make pancakes, but like with faces and ears.
You want to get fancy? We
I
got a
do.
lot of mouths to feed.
It won't take long.
Okay. All right. Well, I can pop another pan over the fire. You can kind of do them in between. Okay.
Okay.
Do you need special batter?
No,
Okay.
just a cup in the batter.
She will pass those along to you.
She's
No,
gonna make
I
little,
need
like,
the
squirrel shapes
all-purpose
and little-
flour. Sorry.
She's gonna make little like squirrel-shaped pancakes and like fish pancakes. Just
Aw.
very basic like
Uh-huh.
animal outline.
Yeah, Diantha's gonna come back and just be like, "Wow, I'm actually really impressed. I didn't expect you to. Those are really good."
My father's a very good cook. He taught me. You can also make them more detailed if you color the batter with food dye.
What?
You color the batter with dyes that are edible, like berries.
Oh, okay. I mean, I didn't think about it. I have blueberries.
Oh, I can make some with actual eyes and hair.
I mean, I think the girls would really appreciate that.
Okay, where are the blueberries?
Shamra! Shamra like comes bounding over with the blueberries and passes them off to you. Why don't you make a performance check for me real quick? So let's see how good these
Thank
turn
God,
out.
I'm proficient in performance.
Woo!
16.
Woo! Okay. So, when you bring these, all the girls move over to the area where they eat, which is usually like just benches outside of the kitchen. You bring out these pancakes, and everyone is just super jazzed. You're getting compliments left and right from people about the way these pancakes look. They've never seen something like this before, so they're all really excited.
She'll make sure each of her friends gets one of the special pancakes.
Nice.
Moxie's like sleepy and looks like shit, but you put that pancake in front of her and she's just like, fuck yeah. She's going to town.
Perfect. All right, what are you guys gonna do?
Talon's gonna eat her very beautiful pancake,
Mm-hmm.
and then she's going to thank them for breakfast and find a cup of tea and go outside to check on Root, see how he's doing.
You walk outside, and there is just blood and feathers. No, I'm kidding.
That I'm changing. If anything happens to Root, I am changing my.
I'm sorry.
I will no
knew
longer be a beast master. There will be absolutely no more animal companion.
I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. You walk outside, and Root has found a nice little buddy that they are currently eating, which isn't much
Just
better.
ripping it to
But
shreds.
yeah.
Okay. Normal.
Yes.
Gonna
They preen a little bit and like poof up when they see you.
Yes.
Fly down.
And I'm gonna just go up to him and give him a little, thank you and a couple little scritches for,
Yeah.
giving us a watch and saying that he can go do whatever he wants for a while if he wants to, and I'll holler if he's welcome to stay.
Mm-hmm.
Even if he's making the town people nervous at this point. I don't care anymore. He's hanging out with me wherever I go. People are sucking souls.
Yeah. You give him pets, and he does that thing that birds do where they like kind of arch down and their feathers all poof up, and you can like get him right on the back there, and then flies off into the sky to see what they can see.
Okay. Sounds good.
Mm-hmm. Cool. What would you guys like
So I'm
to
gonna, just sit outside. And is there like a back porch, like step or whatever? I just like sit outside and just finish my tea.
Sure. And
in the first
silence
I've had, yeah.
Yeah.
In a while.
Good. So you can sense that someone like when somebody's kind of looking at you, most people can, and you get this feeling and kind of look up, and you see that boy from the library, and he kind of is like walking by down the street, and he kind of like looks over at you and very much like eyebrow raised, like, oh hi. And he starts walking over towards you. I didn't know that you worked here.
I don't.
Oh, I mean, I kind of heard that there was stuff that happened last night. Is everyone okay?
No, not everyone's okay. but everyone that is inside now is okay.
Well, you're protecting them?
Yes.
Cool. Yeah.
So, you know anything about souls being stolen? Or
Is
how
that what
would happen?
happened? No. I mean, like some demons can do that. I read that yesterday. Like a succubus? Is there a
Well, I don't know.
succubus in this town?
No. Doubtful. No, I just, didn't know because you took those books from me yesterday if you'd read anything about that.
No, usually I stick to I study the planes a little bit, which is really fascinating, like the space between them, and there's the ethereal plane, and it's, like traveling between planes is really cool too, and there's like some creatures that can do that, but like
what kind of creatures can do that?
Like witches and hags, and there's some like monsters that can do it. Like a blink dog, or the cat things with the, and he seems really excited that you're talking to him and engaging in this conversation. And the displacer beasts, those sort of things. There's so many. I mean, I can give you a list if you want to know.
I would love a list.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Are you gonna be here?
Yeah, I'll be here. Yeah. If you want to make me a list of things that can shift planes, and if this is something you're super interested in, plane shifting and soul stealing. Those are the things that I'm researching currently. So I would, any help that you can give me would be great.
Yeah, I can do that. I can do that for you.
This is exhausting for Talon, but she's just like, she knows that they need this information, and this person seems so excited to give it. So like,
oh boy,
she's trying to turn on like what little charm she has.
I think he's just excited that she's talking to him.
Yeah. And he's
for that,
So
he he's like, yeah, and he like kind of takes out a piece of paper and he's like, I'm probably gonna need a reference, so I'm gonna go. I'm Avery, by the way. I don't know if I told you my name yesterday. After I left, I thought I did, or maybe I didn't, but I thought it'd be weird to go back and say something, but like, it's Avery.
Okay. Hi, Avery. I'm Talon.
Hi. Yeah, I know. You told me yesterday.
Yeah. Still Talon. And if you see a blood hawk flying around the town, that's mine. His name is Root, so don't be alarmed.
Okay. No, I love birds. Birds are great.
Yeah.
Okay,
right.
yeah.
I'm gonna go back inside, but I'll be here.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, I'll go make the list, and then I'll come back and I'll find you.
Lists are great. Thanks.
I could read it to you over tea or something like that.
We're having pancakes right now, and I just had tea, but depends on the situation.
Okay. Bye, Talon. Kind of just gives you like a small wave and runs away.
Talon's gonna take a deep breath and then go inside.
So Naziro's gonna sneak up behind you and be like, he's cute.
He is exhausting.
Only just a little bit. What do you want?
Yeah, no, he's exhausting. Very sweet, very exhausting. So he apparently everybody knows about what happened to Greer. At least in some form, they know that something happened here. So the whole town's talking about it, obviously, because you see all the people that are just looking by or looky-loos out there. But he's gonna go make us a list of things that can like plane shift, and look up some things about things that can steal souls for us, since I don't think I have the time to spend 12 hours in the library today doing that myself. So
No. You could definitely use him to help you research stuff.
yeah, well, if it comes to that, I don't think the library would like all the talking though. So, all right, what's on the agenda for today?
Welcome. We need to go talk to Priya.
Priya. Yeah.
Where was Priya at? Was she the one with the tulips?
Yes.
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 God.
And we're going to see her because we know that she knows a lot about magic, but doesn't practice divine magic, correct?
Correct. Yeah. She is a magic user. She uses
Magic
arcane
user, yes.
magic.
Okay. Arcane magic user. Got it. Just wanted to make sure.
Cool.
So I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna tell Nizmat, I really liked your pancakes.
Oh, thank you.
I
I
thought
made the
they were
bird one.
really pretty.
I made the bird ones especially for you.
Yeah, I really liked it. It made me feel good.
Good.
Thanks.
Do you want some more?
No, I'm full. Thank you though.
Okay. She has like a stack of pancakes.
That was Talon's like
No one told her to stop
first
making
attempt
pancakes
to
yet.
like be friendly. She's not very good at it, but she's trying. Because apparently she's going to be surrounded by people for the foreseeable future. So she's starting to like try to make some minor efforts, but they all come off like a little bit weird. Like that made me feel good. Like adjectives, not our strong suit.
Wonderful. I think Nazira, before you leave, Susan will just I really appreciate it if you could come back tonight, or if you can't come back tonight, please send somebody. That way we can, since you are the one, and since this happened during the days, do you think there's anyone that could stay behind? I think Alhina will kind of pop up like, oh, yeah, I mean, I can do that. I forgot what voice she used, but yes, Alhina will volunteer to stay back and guard the people of the brothel. And
Cool.
you guys are off.
Yes, I will send word.
All right. I really appreciate y'all. You've been so kind to the girls, and I know that they really appreciate you. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Everyone's very nice.
Oh, you're just the sweetest, Miss Nismat.
Thanks.
All right, then. Bye.
Everyone ready to go?
You guys make your way to see Priya? Oh, baby. Was that Tedward?
Yeah. You're Ted. Ugh.
Ted!
Oh,
Hello, Ted.
Can you hear him snorting?
Yes!
Ted's
My
the
heart.
cutest.
My
I had
heart.
Tina in here a minute ago, but she went away.
All right. You guys pull up. You walk up to Priya's house. She is out in her garden. She has a couple pigs back there, and she's they've always been there. Sorry. They're not just magically there. She is looking down at them, and now, Chuck, I told you you're not to eat the flowers. Now, Miss Nismat worked very hard on those, and I don't think it's very nice that you have decided to do this. And the pig kind of looks up at her and like looks down, like, "Oh, I'm sorry," moves off, and the other one kind of like glances at the one that just walked away. She's like, "Now, Rose, that's not very polite of you. Okay, I know that you like when your brother gets in trouble, but please, let's be civil here." And then she kind of turns to see you guys. Oh. How can I be? Hello, Nismat, I didn't expect you today. Did I forget?
Oh, no, I wasn't supposed to be here today, but my friends needed to come here, so I decided to come with them because we have some questions to ask you, but I think they know more about it than I do because I don't speak the language that they were speaking yesterday. So they have all of the questions, and I am just here to make sure that the flowers are nice.
Right.
And I brought scraps for the pigs.
Oh, they do love it when you bring them things. You know where the trough is out in the back.
Yes.
Thank you, darling.
She's gonna go and put tiny heart pancakes in their trough.
Ellen wants to pet the pigs.
That is acceptable. They are ready for pets.
Yeah. There's animals nearby. She's all about it. She's ready. She's just given lots of pig loves and pig pets and scritches.
Nismet will introduce them to you by name, each and every one of them.
It is
She knows
Chuck,
their backstory, everything.
Chuck and Roast.
Mhm.
Yes. Anyways, sorry, so you said that you had some questions for me. Is it about the tulips again?
Not tulips this time. We had a little issue at the brothel. I don't know if you heard about it.
Yes, I heard very briefly. What exactly happened?
So she was catatonic, and it seems like her soul was missing.
Really?
Yeah, so we need to talk to some sort of magic user to figure out, like, we don't even know where to start to find out how to get it back or what to do.
Yes, it is very troublesome magic, very evil magic. Let me do some research for you, and I can, I think there's a spell that can be used to put it back in the body. I think it has to be divine magic, but, do you know where it is?
We don't know where it is or who did this.
Oh, I see. Well, I have sensed an evil presence around the town. I'm not
You
certain.
have.
Yes, it's never come in the town. But perhaps it seems very powerful. That's why I've not gone after it myself. But let me do a little research and see what I can come up with. And you may all stay in the garden if you like, and play with the pigs. If that will, it shouldn't be more than half an hour.
I'll play with some pigs. That sounds good.
Okay.
All right. Just make sure they don't eat the flowers.
Yeah.
I know Nismat's very.
Come here, Chuck.
It's just snorting. Where's Ted? I need the I need the snorts.
Do your thing, Ted.
Do your piggy noises, dude.
Just breathing into the microphone. Ted! Ted! He's just like, what?
Let me lay back down.
Mom, I just want to sleep, please.
Can I just be Ted? I'm gonna change Moxie to a pug named Ted.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe she just needs a pet in game who is Ted.
Oh, there you go. You guys are not collecting pets. Especially not with a blood hawk around.
Yeah, no. No one will survive.
The Bloodhawk will eat Ted, so that's
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
No.
Roots like Talon, like half wild.
All right, so she's going to do some research. Is there anything you guys would like to do in that time?
We're just hanging out outside with some pigs.
I'm gonna snuggle some piggies.
Oh yeah. You do, and they're pretty happy. They do at one point kind of start like fighting with themselves about like who's getting the attention. But one of them gets distracted and starts rubbing its butt on like a post or something, and it's cleared up pretty quickly.
Oh, pigs.
Pigs, you know?
Yeah.
They have like immediately ate the food that you gave them. There's nothing left. Because that's what pigs do. All right. Sorry.
Fast forward.
Not a burp. Yeah, so you guys are in the back, laying out in the sunshine. It's a very nice day out, and Priya comes out back there, and she has a book in her hand, and she says, Nismat, may I speak with you for a moment?
Oh, sure.
All right. And she'll, like, pull you aside. Now, I know we've spoken before that you are from the Feywild.
Uh-huh.
Did you have any interactions with hags?
Well, there was one that my mother liked to play cards with, but I wasn't allowed to go to those because that was kind of her night away from Dad and I. And there were a few that lived further out that I knew of, but I never met any of them.
All right. You know, as a creature of the Feywild, that other Fey creatures, it's very important not to give any of them your information because they can come into packs, that sort of thing, right?
Right, yeah.
Okay. And
You're
you
never
don't...
supposed to take a deal unless what you are given is being freely given.
Exactly. Okay. I think that this is a hag, and I think that it lives close by.
Oh, do you think she likes playing cards?
If she's stealing souls, then she is very powerful, and I doubt that she is interested in that sort of thing.
Okay. That's good to know. We should definitely take care of that.
Right. Now, I'm worried for you because, well, being from another plane of existence makes you a little bit more vulnerable. But you are very knowledgeable, so I guess I would like to accompany you if you do go.
Oh, that'd be fun. I think my friends would like that. Would you like me to go ask?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Ms. Matt's gonna come running back. All 6'5" of her. Priya needs to go with us because there may be a hag nearby. And they're very dangerous and they can be very powerful. And whatever you do, do not tell them your real name or make any deals with them unless what they are giving you is freely given. But we can bring Priya along, right? Because the more the merrier. Right? Please?
Yes, and
That was a lot of information.
a hag?
Yes.
Can we back up a minute?
Have you ever met a hag?
No.
So we think a hag stole Gwyr's soul?
Yes.
All right. Well,
How did
what
we-
else?
Let's go find a hag.
Yeah,
So-
what else do we do?
Just hold on. I need a little bit more information. So how did we come to the realization that it's a hag? Do we know for sure it's a hag, or do we think that maybe it's a hag?
Well, that's what Priya seems to think. And she's very knowledgeable and she has a lot of books and she knows a lot of things about things.
Okay. Okay, I guess I'm out of questions. I don't know. I'm just gonna roll with it. I'm just gonna roll with it. Talon at this point is so out of her element, being around this many people and having like so many other people to like help make decisions. And she's just all right. You know what? Whatever. We're just gonna go with it. Whatever the group wants to do at this point. Let's roll. Screw it.
Cool.
Is Ted attacking?
Yeah, I moved him, but he hit me in the face. We're gonna talk about that later.
You guys are going to what would you like to do? What's your plan?
I kind of think whatever Priya thinks we should do, we should do.
Is
I
it
don't know about
Priya
you.
or Priya?
Pariah.
Oh, Priya, sorry.
Okay.
Pryya. I promise. I was just thinking about that. I'm like, why do I name people things that I either don't pronounce or don't remember? I'm just gonna name them all like Chuck. Just get used to it, guys.
Everyone in town is named Jerry. It's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah. And the
Chuck and
NPCs?
Chad.
Oh yeah, they're all Chad.
Chad 1 through 85.
Mhm, exactly. So you guys are going to I'm sorry, is there anything you want to do to prepare? Are you going right now? Or are you going to wait till later?
I've got all my gear on me, so
Let's
I'm
go
not
now.
worried.
I believe
I'm not either. I
have
can just whistle for
everything-
root, but I want to ask Priya, like, is there anything that we, that she thinks that we need to do before we go trekking off after a fiend, or sorry, not a fiend, sorry, a hag? That's what it was.
She's going to let you know. What she knows about hags is that they are fey creatures. They are usually evil. They're spellcasters. So, if there's anything that you have that can stop that, she says she has like the silence spell, which would be super helpful. But I mean, unless you have like scrolls of protection sort of thing, there's not much you can do against a
Right.
hag.
I'm thinking before we go trekking off into the woods after a hag, we should go get Alhina.
Mhm.
And we should also maybe organize some other protection for the brothel. Like maybe go to Bolar and see if he has some, ideas or some guys in mind, or can organize some, some muscle to just hang out since their main bodyguard is going to be gone. and probably shouldn't go
Yeah.
tromping off into the woods. And plus, I'm supposed to be getting a list here at the brothel, so we need to go back there and collect our other friend and organize some protection for the other people that are in town before we go trek off into the woods. So that's my suggestion. What does everyone else think?
Sold.
I think that's a good idea.
Who are you getting the list from?
This boy Avery, who I met in
the
the
nice ones
library.
in the library.
Mm-hmm. He's bringing me a list of
So
things
are we
that can
gonna-
plane shift and suck souls.
Right.
Did you want to wait for that list to pop up first, or
We'll
leave
see
him a
how we'll
note?
organize the protection and the and collect Alhina and then see where we're at. Maybe he's done, maybe he's over there waiting for us right now. We don't know. And I'm sure Priya has to like collect some adventuring gear. She's probably not dressed for it and doesn't have everything packed. So we might as well maybe meet back. I guess what would be, so is the brothel partway out of town?
It's on the outside of town, yeah.
Outside of town? Okay. So why don't we say that Priya can come meet us when she's all packed up and ready to go, and we'll just make that our jumping off point?
Okay.
Does
So you
that
guys
sound like
want-
a good plan?
Yeah. Do you want to find Bolar first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Since we're in town now, right? Priya is like in town, brothel's outskirts, Bolar's in town. So
Yep.
we're gonna go to his place of disreputable business.
Yes. You guys let Priya know what's going on and to meet you at the brothel. She's yes. And then kind of looks over at the two pigs and she's like, if you'd like to come for a long walk, it's going to be very dangerous. You're going to have to stay where I put you, but you are welcome to come with us as well. And they kind of like look at her like, all right, whatever. Human, where's the food? And and you guys move on further into town. Bolar doesn't have a place of business here. He's more of a traveler, but he does have a place that he stays. He rents like the shed sort of one of the people in town. So he's you guys walk up on his shed. He is currently laying on a spread out or on like two different chairs with his feet up on one of them, like laying back. He's got like stones over his eyes, and he's kind of just like sunbathing, it seems like.
Bolar, what the hell are you doing?
He sits up suddenly and like takes the rocks off his eyes. Oh, Nazira! What? I was just sunbathing. What? What do you want?
Why the rocks?
Well, otherwise my eyes get all fuzzy from staring at the sun. Well, you've never done that.
Not with a rock.
Well, I don't have cucumber here. We ain't that fancy.
I'm just giving you shit, man. What's up?
Well, I was just having a rest day is all. And I see you brought the whole gang.
Yeah, Bolar, what's up? Hey, I'm gonna need a penguin, I think, in a few weeks. All right.
You want a penguin in a few weeks? Do you know
Or
how long it's
whenever
gonna...
Whenever you can get to it, you're my rare animals guy.
Yeah, I know, but if I'm gonna get you a penguin, I have to go up north. It's gonna take me at least a week and a half to get up there.
Well, yeah. I mean, not today. I've got time. Whenever you got some free time, need a little
Right.
northern vacation.
Yeah, right. All right. Well, we'll see. We'll talk about price first before we talk about me going get you.
All right.
Is that why you're here? Is that why y'all are hanging out, interrupting my day off?
No, I think Talon's got some stuff
We need
to
a favor.
talk to you about.
A favor? Is this a free favor? Or is this a you're gonna pay me and I'm gonna do something favor?
This is a
Free.
would be good for you in terms of reputation favor.
Mm-hmm. Why don't you tell me what it is, and I'll tell you if it's good for me or not.
All right. So I'm sure you're at this point. You heard about the attack last night.
Yeah, the brothel.
Yeah. So we are going after what we think might have been the culprit.
Right. That's the best.
Yeah, and we don't want to leave the brothel undefended.
Right.
Or unguarded because Nazira is their main bodyguard. We don't leave the workers without anybody to make sure that everything's okay there, since that was the place of the attack, and customers can get a little rowdy.
Right.
So we don't know if you have anybody in mind for some muscle around town, or
around
that
here
would be willing to do that, or if you would be willing to watch it for a couple days. But
couple days,
I don't know how long we're going to be gone for. I don't want to lie to you about it. It could be 12 hours. It could be a week.
All right. Well, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to get some sort of reparations, like a payment or a discount.
Well, a discount you would have to discuss with the girls, which I'm sure Nazira would know more about.
And there's a cuddle pile in the evening.
Oh, a cuddle pile.
There's a cuddle pile.
They're doing nightly cuddle piles at the moment.
It makes them feel very safe.
For those who live there and, stay there. So I guess that would include you. You're watching them. But I'm sure, with girls or guys, whatever is your fancy, they would probably individually be able to give you a discount if you are the one that would be watching them and keeping them safe. And Nazira, since you won't be there working, I'm sure Susan would pay him your wage, your daily, right?
Yeah,
since he was the one doing your job, right?
All right, that sounds like a lot of paperwork and going to talk to people individually. So here's what I'll do. Nazira, if Susan will give me your wage for the days that I'm there, and you also give me the same amount, then I'm do it.
And what about the pleasure of Shemra? Because I know you like to talk to her.
Oh, all right. Well, that's besides the point,
That's not besides the point, though, because you're going to be the one keeping her safe.
Yeah. But I do not do anything for free, and you know this. I'm not a charity case.
I know you don't. But just think of it this way.
We can always just go find someone else. I'm sure, there were all these big guys in the bar last night. I'm sure that one of them might,
right. We can
be
go
willing.
find Chad. Let's go find Chad.
You mean the guy you knocked his face in?
No.
That was quite fun.
That's Chad 1.
I think she means a Chad.
We want Chad 2.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're more than welcome to go. I'm not about, I'm not that I'm not that
what about
tough negotiator.
What about Nazira's daily wage and then half of her daily wage we'll just pay you? I'll just give it to you now. We'll just do 3 days up front, and then we'll pay you whatever else. If it's not 3 days, you can keep it if we're back before then. And if not, then we give you half of her daily wage, as well as you getting that while you're there.
All right.
When we get back.
But only because I like you guys so much.
Yeah. I saved your life. I'd like to remember that. I'd just like you to remember that.
I am very grateful for that. I mean,
you seem really grateful.
Well, I mean, this is normal banter. It's not like I'm not being unreasonable here. I wouldn't ask you to do anything for
We're asking you to sit in front of a brothel, which you frequent.
That is true. That is true.
Already.
If
we're asking you to sit somewhere that you go already to just make sure everyone there is safe.
If I am doing this, though, then I don't have my other opportunities that I could be doing. So it's kind of you pay me for my time. So, anyways, deal is out. Give me the
Okay.
give me the money now, and we
All
can I'll go over there. What, tonight? Tomorrow?
Right now.
Right.
For
Oh,
right
right.
now.
Okay. Well, let me put some pants on.
It's not like you were doing anything.
Kind of like brushes himself off.
Thank you.
His
I know
lightly
Shamrock's
gray.
gonna be very happy, very, very happy to see you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Of course she is. I mean, look at me.
Well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And the half orc goes
Mhm.
and puts pants on.
Yeah.
And he puts the rest of his adventuring gear on, and kind of like pulls his bag over his shoulder. All right, where's the what you said now? So where's the cash?
I'm trying to subtract it. So Nazira, what would be like your daily wage? And like we need to like half that.
Probably
What would
like
be like
2 gold a day.
2 gold a day? All right.
Mm.
So I'm just gonna cough up.
Probably.
I'm gonna give him 3 gold. I'm tossing at him.
Thank you very
Be
much.
like, if anything happens to them while we're gone, you better take this job seriously.
Of course, I take every job seriously.
I mean, yes, requisitioning animals and, you know, rare books, but this is the protection of other lives.
Right, well, you know, I have some power behind myself too. You aren't the only tough
Okay,
ones in
good.
town.
Just making sure you're going to take this
Yeah,
seriously.
yeah.
I'm paying you to protect these women and
And
men.
And I will do that. Thank you.
All right. You might want to grab a weapon.
Oh, I got my weapon. Don't you worry. Kind of like pats his.
He is a weapon.
I am a weapon. And he'll follow you back.
I am a living weapon.
He'll follow
He's a
you
very
back
acceptable
to the-
fighter.
Yes. He follows you back to the brothel. All the girls are they're not taking clients today, and some of them have gone to the Temple of Ilmater to check on Weir and make sure that she's okay. They'll some of them will relay back to you that she's eating, she's drinking, but there's just nothing going on. It's like her brain just shut off, basically. And Shemra is very happy to see Bolar, and he assures you that he's taking it seriously, and goes into the brothel with everyone to try to keep everyone safe. He does like a perimeter check too, like, this window is clearly it could be shimmied open, and he kind of starts like blocking things and fixing things.
Putting on a show.
Oh yeah.
Make
Like
sure
takes
they
off
all-
his shirt to like
Yeah, yeah.
really like. But after you guys are there, after you guys are there for a little bit, you hear the footsteps as well as the heavy breathing of your dear friend come back with his list, and you turn to see Avery. Like he's got like a parchment in hand, and he's hey, I want to make sure I got it in a timely manner.
Hi, Avery.
Hi, hey, sorry, I just, I thought I'd run here to get a little bit of a workout. You guys, everyone else
That's something
sees
you
this.
do often.
Sees this twig of a half elf that has run up and started talking to Talon. Yeah, no, I work it all the time. Like, yeah, I try like at least once a day, you know.
Yeah, anyway, so that list.
Oh yeah, and he hands over the list, and he's like, he starts reading it to you over your shoulder. So there's the Marut, the Retriever, the Night Hag, the Dow, the Death Salad, the Dinge, Iltari, the Emprian, but that seems unlikely. Oh, the Githyanki kind of, they do that. That's their whole thing. There's the Grey Sala, the Illithich, Myrad, the Mind Flare, the Rakshasta, and he kind of like gives you a list of a lot of things that you've never heard of. And then he kind of just ends with and of course, you know, every lich can, so.
Right. So this was, sorry, that you just rattled off so many words to me. So this is the list of things that can suck souls, or the things of the list that can that can plane shift easily.
Yeah, this is the plane shift one. I didn't know how to research. I'd have to. It would take me a long time. I can, if you want me, I can research the other one. Yeah, but I mean, the library here is not that big, and like I'd have to go probably water deep to. Yeah.
Okay. So can I have the list?
Yeah.
It's like a piece of paper that you're attached to.
Yeah. Right, and I put my address there, just in case you need have any more questions, or if you want to like come over, or you know, whatever.
Yeah. When we come back from what our next our next thing that we're doing is, I might need some help researching something, so I'll come by and if I need some help with the library or something.
Yeah, sure. That sounds great. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm off to maybe kill something, so.
Cool. Wow. Okay. Yeah. I really like your outfit, by the way. It's nice.
Okay, it's just armor.
Yeah, I mean, like armor's really cool though.
Okay. Well. And like Root is just gonna like, come down and just like sit like right, I'm just like assuming there's like an awning type thing, like right in the building, just come down and just like screech.
Okay, well,
I'm used to it, so I don't even flinch.
Yeah. The sun is, so just you pop by anytime. You have fun killing things. Kind of like looks over at everyone else. Hi, Avery.
Okay.
Hi.
Yeah. Thank you for your help, Avery. I'm sure we'll see you soon.
Yeah. Okay. Bye. And he kind of like waves and like almost skips away.
Nizmat's gonna lean down to Moxie and Nazira. He reminds me a lot of my dad. I think they're a really good match. When should we start planning their nuptials?
Oh.
Did Talon hear that?
Or she would have said it quiet enough that you wouldn't have heard.
And I go to Talon, like, why don't you just take him for a spin? Like, why don't you try it out?
Not my type.
He's cute. He seems very eager to please.
Yeah, that alone, you should probably, whatever you want, but I wouldn't judge you.
Keep it clean, kids.
No
keep
pressure,
it clean.
but
Yeah. All right. So here's a list of things that can plane shift. If anybody wants to take this piece of paper from me, because I don't want to talk about this anymore.
I'll grab the list out of your hand.
Yeah.
And start reading.
Straight up, so uncomfortable.
Perfect. Yeah, so I think about that point, Priya is going to head over your way. Excuse me, you see her and her two little pigs. They're on like twine that's kind of wrapped around like right under their fronts. They're just following her. They're not like being pulled or anything, so it's more of a formality.
I see the pigs, I'm going to send like a mental like alert message to Root that is just like, you absolutely under no circumstances are allowed to kill these pigs. Like, just absolutely not. I cannot stress this enough. Like,
these are like pigs. These aren't like there's no way that Root could like pick them up. They're large. They're like dog size.
Yeah, but like a bloodhawk is like, but like if they got like a 6-foot wingspan or something crazy, they're giant, aren't they?
Fair.
I think so. Yeah. I might not be able to pick one up, but he could rip it apart with his claws.
True.
I'm just sending the mental, just in case he's feeling real hungry for bacon. It is not okay. It is not allowed. These two are off limits. Yes.
Root takes a note.
I know they look tasty. We will not be cooking them tonight.
Priya comes with her bag and her pigs, and she's okay. So, I don't know how far it is, unfortunately, but I have sensed it while I've been walking in the woods, so I have a general idea of where it might be. But we should go before it becomes too late, because then the, hags in the dark sort of thing. Are we ready?
I guess so.
I'm ready.
I guess we're setting off.
Right. She grabs her things and starts leading you to the east, which is sort of in the direction of Talon. You know that way east is where your home is, or where you grew up, but it is away from the coast, towards into the tree line. You see a squirrel in the tree that just like looks at you guys and gives you a hand wave, and you recognize it to be Dolly. But yeah, you guys are walking in the woods for quite some time. It's probably about dinner time that Priya is going to stop, and perhaps we should have some food. Should we start a fire, or does anyone need anything?
Yeah, we can start a fire.
Yeah, we can.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we just like make camp.
Sure. It's dinner time, so it'd probably be just like a quick meal, and then you could probably travel for a little bit later. But it's up to you guys if you want to keep going at night, or if you want to, eat dinner, travel for the next 2 hours, and then go back or camp. So
We just make camp for the night, right? I mean, that seems supposed to
probably
traveling
should-
at night.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't try and fight a hag at night.
No.
okay. All right.
We don't know how close we
Night,
are,
best
so.
take flight.
Exactly. Well, then
That's what Mama always said.
let's smart woman. Perhaps we should gather some wood. I've brought rations for myself. Do you want to hunt for something, or the pigs will be fine?
Yeah, I can go off and take my bow and root, and we can hunt for something if everybody wants me, or we can just do normal rations. Does anybody craving meat for dinner, guys? Or, should I go look for something, or
I can go with you, Talon. I have a crossbow, so I can
keep it easy? Yeah, we'll go a little hunt. Is it like twilight? Is it still a little bit light out?
The sun is going down, but it's not dark yet.
Not
no.
dark yet. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, we'll go hunt. Maybe
Sure.
me and Moxie. The other two will go, or other three will make camp.
Yeah. I think Alhina will go get some wood. They are gathering some things that have already fallen to the ground, so it's going to take her a little bit to not cut down a tree, basically, for the wood. Nazira,
Yeah,
what
no
would you
tree
like to-
cutting.
Yeah. Nazira and Nizma, what would you like to do?
We can help set up camp,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
or I can. I don't know what you want to do, Nizmat.
Yeah, I'll help with camp setup and firewood gathering.
Cool.
I don't know what
Yeah, why don't Talon, why don't you make a survival check at advantage, because it is what you do
Phew.
for hunting. For to hunt, please.
Well, 18.
Woo! You are able to. Well, okay. Do you want to get a deer, or do you want to get 3 bunnies?
Deer seems wasteful because it's just for one night, so we're gonna do 3 bunnies.
Okay. So you are able to gather your conies and I'm sure easily remove their skin and bones and all that, and
I'd also like to look for some herbs
Okay.
and things to season our rabbit stew that we're gonna be making.
absolutely is something you can do. There's probably, you could probably use the pigs to find some potatoes.
Oh,
Yes, if there are any russets in the ground, they'll bring you a couple. There's like 2. They've eaten a lot of them. Priya,
a couple potatoes.
Priya is going to be. She's sitting, sort of reading a book. She's probably speaking with whoever's still like working in the camp, like telling them like history of hags, and like she's very excited about like weary of the situation, but also like, you know, she's all about knowledge, so she's happy to share it. And Alhina's interested in like how they get here and their abilities, that sort of thing. Yeah.
All right. Well, since we found some potatoes and some, some conies, I would also like to find some like wild rosemary and sage and some garlic, just like chilling out in the woods. I feel like that's something that would like reasonably grow pretty much anywhere.
Oh, yeah.
We'll pluck up a couple of those to smash into a pot with some water and the conies to make a nice little stew for dinner for everybody.
Absolutely.
Or awkward, like, I don't know, maybe I'll feed everybody and they'll like me.
Oh, honey, they already like you.
She doesn't know that yet.
I know. Bless her heart.
She's trying so hard. She doesn't understand what having friends is like.
That's true.
The unconditional thing doesn't really set in with her. So
I see that like Talon kind of has the food covered, so I'm just kind of walking around bored. So I keep practicing thaumaturgy with the fire.
Yeah.
And just making it bright and dim and like change all kinds of colors to amuse us all.
Root is mesmerized by like the fire changing, like the light. He's like up in a tree. He's just like watching it, like, what's going on? Oh, it's big again.
I feel like he and Nismat are having the same reaction.
The cat is also
He's
curious.
up in the tree. She's sitting down below him, and they're
like, wait, what? What's going on?
It's big again. What's happening?
Yeah, one of Moxie's great pleasures is amusing Nismat with a little bit of magic.
It's not hard.
Wonderful. The stew is done. It's beautiful. It tastes amazing. There's just the right amount of salt in it. And the meat is tender. Good job, Talon. Priya is very like, I don't really cook over the fire much, so I appreciate this.
It's the only way I know how to cook.
Right. I'm more of a leafy green sort of person.
Yeah.
Or
I could go find you. Like I could probably find you things if you want.
No. This is lovely. Thank you so much.
Okay. I'm good in the woods. That's where I'm good at. Town's scary for me, but I can survive out here for years.
So we would like to make this our camp for the night. That way we're not traveling too far. Is that right?
Yeah, I think that's probably the safer bet.
Right. Now, I don't know what this creature, what her area is going to be like. I think she's not much farther. But you're right. Traveling at night is probably not the best idea. So I think to be safe, if she has a cottage or something like that, I think it would be wise to assess the area first and make sure that there are no traps or anything like that. It will be very difficult in her hut to fight her because hags are very protective of their space, of their area, and I think that's and she kind of continues to go over like the things that you should and shouldn't do. Most of them don't matter. Like in the Feywild, this is what they do and this is what they can do, which isn't applicable here, but she still tells you all about it.
I'm very interested. Because I love learning things.
Cool.
I'm like
and Nismat, are you like zoning out in this conversation, or are you attempting to?
No, she's listening respectfully and just nodding along. Like, yes, this is correct. This is everything that my parents taught me.
Okay.
Yes.
I really wish Nismat's mom was here.
Oh no, you don't.
No.
She
just has a good relationship with, at least one hag, so maybe she could give us some insight.
I mean, she could. But Aunt Vera is kind of a special case. She's not like a normal hag. She's more like a hag light.
Oh, okay.
A hint of hag.
Well.
Mhm. But she still has very Witch in the Woods vibes.
Okay. I understand the Witch in the Woods vibes.
Mhm.
It resonates with me.
I've seen your house. I know.
Yeah.
So you guys make camp, and as the sun peeks behind the horizon and the stars begin to come out, Nizmet, could you do me a favor and make a wisdom save?
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
That's a natural 1 for a 2.
Baller. You feel
We're gonna die.
Can I make one for her?
Nope.
Nizmet, you feel a presence in your mind. And that's it. It's something that you felt before, like dealing with like people in the Feywild. It's kind of not uncommon for people to speak through your thoughts, that sort of thing.
Mhm.
But it doesn't seem it is there, and then it is gone.
She's gonna just look around.
Nizmet is acting very strange. Stranger than usual.
You all right there, Nizmat?
Someone might be here. Someone just poked
okay.
into my mind a little bit. They didn't say anything though, but someone knows we're here or knows I'm here.
Well, I'm anxious as fuck now. Anyone else?
Yep.
Perhaps we should put a protection around this. I should have done that from the start. I'm so sorry. She's going to get out a twine and start wrapping it around the trees that are in the area. And she's all right as she wraps the last one. Now this is an alarm spell. So if anyone passes it, and I will be alerted and I'll be able to tell you. But if they're not attacking, I don't know if I'm concerned more or less. Nizmet, you don't know what they were looking for, right?
Nope.
Wonderful. Well, if it is the hag, perhaps she knows more about you and the rest of us. So we must be more cautious moving forward.
So Talon is going to climb so are we like in a clearing or are we like kind of just in like a small area in the woods?
A small area in the woods, and Priya will let you know that if you cross the spell, then it is going to go off.
Get the alert. Yeah,
it's gonna.
So is there like a
the
tree
spell
within the beginning, like within her circle
Sure.
that I can like climb up?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna just to tell everybody, like I'm gonna take the first watch. I'm sure everybody's on edge anyway, but like try to get some sleep. I'm gonna just climb up into this tree. And I'm gonna tell Root to just kind of like circle like our immediate area, but don't stray too far because like I don't want him to. If somebody knows that we're like nearby, I don't want anything happening to him.
Right.
Like by wandering off too far. So I just want him to just kind of circle or just like chill out in a tree like nearby, and I'm just gonna climb up high, to see if I can like get a better vantage point from like off into the woods, around us with my dark vision, and hope for the best. Maybe that'll give us a better feel. If maybe somebody comes through the woods, I'll be able to see it from at least one direction.
Yeah, absolutely. So Talon's taking the first watch. Nazira, are you taking the second watch again? Or how do you guys want to split it?
Moxie needs her sleep.
I can take the second one.
Yeah.
Can I sit up for part of the first watch and give assistance?
Sure.
Might as well. My ground patrol.
There you go. All right, then I would like you to make a perception check at advantage. One of you.
16.
Cool. So you, as you are watching from this, I was going to say the stars from the trees, you are looking down at the area around you, and you can see there are not very many animals here, which is actually pretty odd for the area. You don't see any squirrels. You see maybe one or two birds that are hanging out. Some of them are sleeping. But you do see very far off in the distance sort of a dark shadow. It doesn't seem to be necessarily coming towards your camp, but there is some sort of presence. Whether it is a creature or a beast, it is hard to say. Okay.
Am I like, is it like alarming to me that I would like tell Nismat that I see it, or is it just like I'm gonna keep an eye on it? Like, is it like, where is it at in my, like, you know?
It's pretty far off. It looks like a big dark blob, basically.
Okay.
It doesn't seem to be coming towards your camp. It's also not like moving shiftily. It seems to be lumbering. Would be a good word
Okay.
for it. So that's up to you if you want to tell Nismat or not.
If it's not something that seems like it's moving towards us or seems like menacing to me, then I'll probably just keep it to myself until, you know, like I'll tell Nazira maybe that I saw something in that direction, like when I wake her up. But,
Sure.
you know, if it doesn't seem like it's like barreling towards us, then I'm not, you know, I'm not worried about it.
Okay.
Keep an eye on it kind of a thing.
Cool. The first watch goes by. Nazira, you are waking up, and Talon tells you this. Nismat, are you going to sleep now?
Yeah, she'll go sleep.
Cool. Were you just what were you doing while you were awake?
God, what would she do to pass the time?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
She was crocheting.
Just stare blankly.
Okay.
She crocheted doily.
Aw, how sweet.
Mm-hmm.
A stuffed toy for Root to rip apart.
Aw. It's like a practice.
Yeah.
She knitted him a cozy little vest. Has holes for the wings.
Beautiful. Nazira, Priya is going to join you on your watch. Her being an elf, she does not need a full night's rest. So she awakes from her slumber, and is going to probably try to talk to you for most of the night because she likes talking to people. She does it at a low tone to keep people or anything from hearing. But she's going to ask, so Nazira, as far as I'm aware, you don't know where you're from. You weren't in the Underdark at any time that you know of, right?
That's correct. I was kind of left as a baby. I don't really know my family or where I come from.
That's very upsetting. I'm sorry, I don't mean to pry if this is, inappropriate, but have you ever considered looking
no,
for
it's
them?
Totally fine.
Have you ever considered looking for them?
It's been on my mind a little bit, but I never really did it. Like, I've thought about it, but I've never really gone after it.
Oh. I mean, if it's something that you're, it's probably something would have to do with your blood if you could track them down. If your mind doesn't have the memories, then, you could talk to the orphanage, or you could use magic to trace your blood heritage, perhaps?
I don't know how to do that.
Well, I mean, of course, you wouldn't...
I mean, I'm willing to learn.
Right. You might be able to hire someone to do it. But there are people, I believe in Waterdeep or in, Baldur's Gate, those are the bigger cities who have the more powerful mages and sorcerers. They might be able to do something like that. It's an option.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yes.
Well,
Blood
I'll
is
have to do that.
and blood is very important
So-
as well as the soul. So
Yeah. Okay. Have you lived in the town very long?
here, yes, for quite probably about 2 years now. I lived in the big city, and I wasn't about the hustle and the bustle. I prefer the quiet life. So I have my pigs now, and I have the studies that I can do, and I have curious people come through, such as your friends, Alhina and Nizmat are very different. Moxie is quite the character. Still don't quite understand the stand-up, but her music is beautiful still.
Right, the music's great. I don't get the stand up either. I mean, it's kind of funny, but
Mhm.
whatever works for her.
Right. Perhaps we
Mm.
should start on breakfast. What do you think? It's like getting towards the end of your shift.
Yeah, I think
People
we
are
should.
waking up soon.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they'd definitely like that.
Right. And you guys went to bed kind of early because there wasn't much to do. So you guys start waking up and it's still pretty dark out. It's probably like 5 a.m. And I was gonna say they're cooking bacon. They're definitely not. I think Priya is finishing up cooking some like quinoa and rice and things you can definitely cook over a fire. Don't at me.
Oats.
Oats. Yes, quick oats. Quick, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. There you go. She's got like blueberries.
Talon's back in her element, man. She's just like
Yeah.
wakes up ready to go. She's helping. She's like, the woods. We're back in my place.
Cool. I think if Talon's gonna help take over, she's going to Priya's going to, thank you and then speak to Nizmat real quick. Pull her aside once she'll dismiss the spell and sort of pull you out of the campsite a little bit, if you're willing to do that. She'll kind of take you a little bit of ways away and then I just wanted to, I know I spoke to you before about you and your soul and how, because you're from a place that is different and not from this plane of existence, it's slightly more tantalizing to someone like that. And I want to make sure you're being safe. And if this creature was to have your true name or to have any power over you, it'd be very easy for them to take your soul.
Oh, yes. No one here knows my true name. It's fine.
Right. But you did say she peeked in your mind.
She did. I wasn't thinking about my name, though, so I don't think she knows it.
All right.
Or whoever it was.
Well, with a soul like yours, with your purity, your kindness, it would be very powerful to her. And, I mean, she probably wouldn't need another soul for a long time if she had a soul like yours.
Should I go back home then?
No, I think you're right where you need to be. I think it's very interesting. We've known each other for so long, and I've never really thought about this. I appreciate everything you've done, and you're very sweet, and I appreciate you. I really do.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate you too.
Thank you.
Your window boxes are looking very nice now.
and I'm sure they will continue. You've taught me very well. But I am sorry. And she starts to say something in a sort of an arcane language, and the phrase ends with Nismat, Sweetgrass. And she kind of holds her hand out towards you, and you can feel this arcane power whooshing over you. And then she kind of just stands there. I'm sorry, that should have worked. That's never happened to me before. Huh.
You were the one who looked in my mind.
Yes. I'm sorry, you don't even know your true name. That is quite funny. I wonder why. Perhaps your parents lied to you. No matter. I'll just take your soul as it leaves your body.
What?
She starts giggling. And then she starts maniacally laughing. And I think that's where we're going to end it for tonight, because it's almost 11:30. And then you guys have a full week to like try and figure out what's going on, which I like. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for
What?
Thank you for playing, you lovely ladies. I appreciate you. And putting up with all of my nonsense. Let's go around and see where you can find everybody next and see what's going on with the Hype Goblin. Gabo!
Hi guys, I think we found the person we're looking for. The call was coming from inside the house. Hi guys, I'm Sarah. Oh gosh, I keep forgetting that these are on my head. They're so light. You can find me all over the internet as at the Hype Goblin. On Twitch, I raise money continuously for the trevorproject.org. We play TTRPGs and video games over on my channel. Sometimes I'm on there doing makeup or wigs. I do a lot of that stuff. I post about it on Twitter. You can find my schedule there. That's it. That's the highlights.
I almost just turned my volume up instead of unmuting it. Baller, cool. Tanya, Ted, where can we find you? Tedward!
Well, actually, I forgot I have an Instagram where I'm starting to put Pug, Ted, and Tina pictures. You can follow it at The Abominable Pugs. So, The Abominable Pugs, and there'll be a couple Ted pictures on, and I'm going to start spamming the shit out of it. And that's all I got. Thanks, guys.
Cool. Kelly, where can we find you? What do you do?
You can find me on the TikTok at Shorty Kel, or my professional page at Kel_behind the chair, and on Instagram. And that's it.
Cooliosis. Tanya, if you don't have a hand free, but if you can post a link to that,
Yeah, I can do that. Oh.
in the chat so everyone can see it. Rachel, where can we find you? What do you do?
You can find me here on Twitch at Rachel Elizabeth, where I, do some things very inconsistently. I'm sorry. I like to play things like Dead Lady Daylight. I streamed Skyrim the other night for a couple hours, which was a good time, because who doesn't love starting Skyrim from scratch where you die to, frost trolls. And you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Rachel Elizabeth with a Z in the middle instead of an S. I hate that rhymes, but I say it every time. And I'm speaking of Skyrim, I'm just assuming that Priya is like a hag raven. I mean, honestly, like that's just like what I'm expecting her to like shapeshift into, to like steal Nismat's soul, and I'm not okay with it.
And I am LB of the LB Hack 'em Up, so you can see me lots of places. Go on my Twitter to find out what I'm doing next. The next time this channel is going to be live is on Tuesday afternoon, where I think I'm gonna start a new game. I just looked at my list and I feel like I have a couple that I just want to start. So I don't know what it's gonna be, but we'll find out then. And I guess that's it for tonight. Join us next week for our at 8:30 p.m. EST on Sunday evenings for the next episode of Playthings of the Gods, where we're going to find out what's going on, what the yuck is going on. And until then, I guess hack recklessly. Bye!
Bye.